Hello, good evening. Welcome to our channel Yushi Talks. And today we are going to talk about Mike and Natalie from 90 Day Fiance and why did Mike break up with Natalie on the wedding day. We have more details about this messy relationship. Please continue to watch this video and also subscribe to our channel. Let's get started. So let's first talk about how did the couple first meet. Fans were first introduced to Mike from Washington and Natalie from Ukraine in season 7 when Mike's best friend and his Ukrainian wife had them both to be the godparents of their child. The pair began talking and bonded immediately and soon were romantically involved. Mike flew all the way to Ukraine after their first meeting. He was sure that she was the one. Although the pair seemed like, very good going, there were a lot of differences between the two. Like she was a vegetarian and he was not. She was very religious and did not like alcohol or approved of his drinking. Also, she wanted children, and Mike was very, very cautious because he was under a lot of debt. So, despite of all this, Mike proposed to her during a trip to Paris, and the two seemed to be ready to tie the knot. So, why did Natalie throw the engagement ring? After the engagement, Natalie's K1 visa got delayed, so Mike ended up traveling all the way to Ukraine again. However, the couple's mounting issues resulted in a massive fight where Natalie admitted to not being in love. To make matters worse, she threw her engagement ring in his suitcase, resulting in even more tension between the two. So Mike finally returned to USA while their status as a couple was left a mystery. However, when season 8 was announced, it was clear that they would be back, seeing that Natalie finally got her K1 visa. On arriving in Washington, Natalie kept asking for the ring, and seeing that they were to be married, she saw it as a security blanket of some sort. But Mike was far from ready to hand it over to again. So why did Mike finally call off the wedding? Right from the start of season 8, it was as clear as day that Mike had tapped out of relationship. He wasn't much interested into this relationship anymore. The pair argued over the smallest of the things, and the discussions became bitter. Arguments became bitter, from Natalie kicking his uncle out of their home to critiquing his weight and intelligence and pointing out that her beauty was only skin deep. Seeing that he chose not to give her engagement ring back throughout the season, Natalie kept bringing up the topic in every single episode to every person she came across. But he still did not give the engagement ring back. So Michael even started, to push the topic of a wedding date, refusing to address the issue and pushing it off for as long as he could. Well, Natalie also did her fair share of damage, but it was hard to watch her being strung along with each passing episode. They did finally decide on a date and an intimate ceremony, only to have Mike call it off on the day of their wedding. To make matters worse, this happened just 3 days before Natalie's visa could expire. She was very, very upset and shaken by all this, and she began packing her stuff and already, started to get ready to take a flight back to Ukraine. The decision was became all the more complicated because Ukraine has shut its border on account of the pandemic, and the decision to call off the wedding came out of the blue, seeing that a day prior Mike was all aboard with the idea of marriage. So with nowhere to go and adamant not to be around her now ex-fiance, Natalie decided to fly to Europe and figure it out from there. She even had Tamara, Mike's neighbor, drive her off instead of him. So while the decision to end it seems sudden, the couple's relationship has been nothing but red flags, seeing that they couldn't agree on a single thing. So that's all we have in today's video. Please continue to watch the space for more related information and also subscribe to it. Thank you for watching us. You have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.